Okay, so I promised you guys that I would try to get you to know the commercial appeal a little bit better, but at the same time as me. And part of my plan for that was to kind of show you some of the people that are inside the commercial appeal that make it what it is. Because really, at the end of the day, it's more than just a bunch of newspapers. It's a bunch of people that work together to make those newspapers. So someone suggested for my first profile that I actually do myself, which is kind of weird for me, so bear with me. But decided the best way to tell you about myself is to tell you that I'm not an original Memphian. I actually moved here from Florida about a little over a year ago. And so far I love it. It's just really different. It's been a learning experience the whole way, dealing with FedEx airplanes the whole time. Don't worry, I like FedEx. But anyway, my favorite part about Memphis is in fact my neighborhood. I love my neighborhood. So I'm going to give you a show around my neighborhood for those of you who aren't familiar with it. And hopefully by the end of it you'll have learned a little bit about me and thusly the commercial appeal. Kind of loud, so I really hope you can hear me, but my neighborhood, if you haven't guessed, is Cooper Young. That's actually Cooper Evelyn, but you know, close enough. One of the coolest parts about Cooper Young is in fact Black Lodge Video. For those of you who don't know, it's one of the weirdest video stores ever, but in the best way possible. So I'm going to take you inside. I'm not going to talk, kind of out of respect for the other customers, but I'm going to show you around. If you haven't seen the inside of it, it's just the coolest place. I'm going to break my aforementioned silence for just a moment to show you what the Black Lodge probably does better than anyone else, and that is really old, hard to find, crazy weird sci-fi. They've got a whole wall to it. Just see here. I mean, some of these you may have heard of, some of them probably not. I mean, you've got Flight of the Navigator, an all-time classic. But there's just so much stuff here. They've got, I love this, films organized by directors. Got your Scorsese section, your Spielberg section, let's see, Spike Lee, Jarmusch, just tons of people. And the way they set it up is just so very cool. They've just got movies. Check this out. David Bowie. Who doesn't like David Bowie? Alright, so this is Black Lodge. You kind of get the idea about what's going on there. Let's move somewhere else. Okay, so this part highlights one of my favorite things about Memphis and Cooper Young, but just really Memphis in general. Memphis does this better than any city I've ever been in, and that is, in fact, people, food. We have right here Celtic Crossing, your Irish pub needs, Jasmine, your Thai food needs, Tsunami. And hold on, I'm going to get back with you as soon as we get a little bit further. This place has so much food everywhere. Now we are in Cooper Young proper, the actual intersection. And this is really kind of the epicenter of it all, as you could kind of guess. Right here we got, just around the corner, Yonge Avenue Deli, Cafe LA. We're going to cross the street whenever we get a chance here, and we're going to see what else we got. But alright, here we're getting to one of my favorite parts of Cooper Young. Right here we've got some of my favorite series of places in the world. We've got Goner Records, one of the best independent record shops ever. Hello? Shangri-La is really good. Goner's my local spot, so I gotta plug it. This right here, folks, absolute, hands down, my favorite place to eat in Memphis, period. I love the food in here. It's all Middle Eastern, Mediterranean, Moroccan kind of thing. So good. Alright guys, here's another really cool part of Cooper Young. Something that's a great addition to any neighborhood, and that is Burke's Books, your friendly, local, independent bookstore. Alright guys, well that's about it. Hopefully you've been able to piece together a little bit more about me, and I'll see you guys for the next one.